My name is Veronica Marshall, and my husband, Robert Marshall, is going to help me with this interview, which is part of the Voices of Kingstanding project.
Were you born in Birmingham?
Yes, I was born in 1943 at 64 Haringey Road, Kingstanding, the daughter of Henry and Vera Harrison, although my father was always known as Harry by his family and friends.
Did your father visit a local pub?
Yes, he's local, and the nearest public house to where we lived was the Kingstanding, which was situated facing onto the Circle, that network of roads and shops that was the hub and heart of Kingstanding. I remember the Kingstanding public house as a large, imposing building, built in the 1930s when the estate itself was built, and which stretched from the Kingstanding Road on one side to the King's Road on the other.
Did you know what it was like inside?
I can't remember ever going inside. I was too young, but I'm sure it had several large rooms common to pubs of that era. There would have been the public bar, predominantly a male preserve, full of noise and cigarette smoke. The lounge where you might go on a Saturday night if you had your wife or girlfriend with you. Perhaps a snug where older patrons could enjoy a quiet drink, and maybe a function room used for weddings and other social occasions. I have a group picture taken of my uncle's 21st birthday, not at the Kingstanding, but at a pub near his home.
Were public houses important in people's lives?
Yes, I think they were. When I was a child, only doctors, butchers and publicans had cars, so a pub which was within walking distance was important to the social life of a community. I have heard it said that you could find your way around an area either by the public houses or by the churches. Certainly I remember the public houses which bounded my area of Kingstanding. Several roads radiated out from the Circle. Along Kingstanding Road, going towards Perry Bar and the city centre, there was the Hare and Hounds, and further along the Golden Hind, where we got off the bus to walk down Greenholme Road to the Beeches estate, where several aunts and uncles lived. From the Circle along King's Road was the King Charles, and further along on the way to Sutton Coldfield was the Beggar's Bush at the junction of Chester Road and Jockey Road. Also from the Circle, Kettlehouse Road led to the Deer's Leap public house and the Feasey estate. In my late teens I used to walk on Sunday mornings from home up to the riding stables near Barbeacon. We rode around the lanes and over the beacon, which gave tremendous views in all directions. I also used to cross the forecourt of the Kingstanding pub every weekday morning to the bus stop on the King's Road. I worked in West Bromwich and used to catch the 25 bus in its distinctive blue and cream livery, which ran between Sutton Coldfield and West Bromwich. There was a large area in front of the pub, but I don't remember it being used as a car park. There was a T-shaped drive across in front of the building from the Kingstanding Road to the King's Road, and down from the main door to the Circle itself. The areas on either side had raised curbs and were tarmacked over. I don't know if those areas were lawns originally.
I believe your parents both played bowls.
Yes, both my father and my mother were bowlers and played in the pub teams. Most pubs had bowling greens in those days. At the Kingstanding the green was off to one side, near the King's Road. Men's and women teams were separate then, unlike today when mixed teams are more common. They played crown bowls, which was the feature of the Midlands and Northern clubs. Unlike lawn bowls, which is played up and down in a straight line, or rink, crown bowls can be played in any direction across the green, which is not flat, but has a high point or crown near the centre, which is between 6 and 18 inches higher than the level of the perimeter.